Hello everyone, it's me today or Durkuk or whatever you like to call me, and welcome back to another course Saturday that got a little late because I was busy. And today I'm recording from my room with my dog. You can just see her back. And yeah, so I thought a lot about what to talk about today. And then I remembered that I've already given a little hint on what I want to talk about in my previous video. So, in this course Saturday, like I said last time, because last time I didn't know what I wanted to talk about, but this time I do know what I want to talk about with you guys. So, this course Saturday, I want to talk about something that a lot of us face, including me. And if you cannot relate to it, it's okay, if you can still carry on. It's just a little conversation we are going to have. And I'm holding this phone from my hand, so I think this video would cut short. This course that I wanted to talk about something that a lot of us faces, and that's being interested in a lot of things. And I think there are many people who faces this, that from where I'm from, if you're interested in a lot of things, there would be someone, and in my case a lot of people, who would be like, but you'd be jack of all trades and master of none. This sentence, oof, this has become the bane of my existence. Like, I swear to God, this sentence, I hate it now. The reason why this sentence was said in the first place is completely different from how it's used. And they're like, don't get interested. The way it's used is the people around me are saying, my dog just ran away. The way it's used nowadays, people are saying it in a way that, oh, don't get interested in so many things. Just focus on mastering one. But if you remember the full phrase, I read it somewhere. I don't remember where. It was said that mas- jack of all trades, master of none, still better than master of one. And we do not focus on that. We just try to put down the person who has interest in a lot of things. Like for me, I enjoy making videos. I enjoy writing. I enjoy graphic designing. Yes, I do that, and I do that along with other things. Yes, before I had trouble managing because I didn't know how to manage. I wasn't having any good advices from people. People were like, oh, you can't manage all these things. It's because you're focused on so many things, and you shouldn't focus on so many things. You just focus on one thing. That was until I saw a few videos of people who were talking about how to manage these timings. And there are a lot of videos on YouTube on how to manage so many things at the same time. But for me, it was more of a mindset change, because before this, I was like, oh no, I'm so bad because I always start a new thing, or I get interested in something, and then the I get overwhelmed because there's so much stuff that I'm doing, and I shouldn't do so much stuff. I should just focus on one thing. And that was a mindset that I had to like force upon myself. And I felt really bad, because if I want to draw something, why should I just draw something? Why do I have to focus on just writing? Or if I want to write something, why should I just focus on just drawing something? Are you getting what I'm saying? Or am I just here and there, going here and there? So that's why I was like, you know what? It's weird that how our society makes us believe certain things, that no, you have to be like this. And then you realize that there was nothing wrong with you. There was nothing wrong with how you are. It's more, uh, it's more how society sees you. There was nothing wrong with yourself. It's how society's mindset goes, really. So for me, it was really like challenging to focus on everything before I started seeing the videos of those people. There are a lot of people on YouTube, just search it up and they will tell you how to manage your time. But I'm not here for managing time. I'm here to talk about that mindset and how to get out of it. That mindset that society has set on you, that you have to focus on one thing, and only in that case you will succeed. I was watching this video of a man, and he said something like, uh, if you're, I don't know, he's mentioned a person, I don't remember his name, and he was like, he was great at accounting, I guess. I guess he was great at banking and stuff. And he was like, but he also studied psychology. So combining these two, he came with other benefits. He wrote a book, combining those, he wrote a book which actually helped advance something in economy, economics, no, accounting. I really don't remember who he mentioned, so I'm sorry if I'm saying it like this, but that's what made me realize that even as a writer, right, if I'm writing a story that's a psychological thriller, I still need to have some research on what I'm writing, right? If I'm drawing something, I still need to have some research in other matters. Now, before that, when I used to draw, I didn't know how to measure things and stuff like that, and perspectives and stuff. But there are people who actually studied this thing, right? So, if you do not combine your two different interests, you would not realize how all the things in this world interrelate with each other. Is that the right word? I believe it's the right word. Anyways, so that's why you need to also have interest in other things, because for example, I would say like this, sorry if I offend someone in this way, but if you have an interest in one thing and god forbid something happens that you cannot really go on with that interest, what would you do? Because you don't know anything else other than that. For example, i, I love writing, right? Let's say it in this way, I love to write, and sometimes I have this writer block, right? There are people who does not believe in writer blocks, but let's just say that. And I cannot just write another word. I'm like, I don't want to write, even though I love writing. This is something I've been doing since I was a kid. I love writing, but I'm not feeling it right now. So what else is there in my life right now? I can just start, just started learning crocheting, I could do that. I could paint something, I could sketch something, I could, I'm also interested in music, I can do that. I could record a video for you guys, maybe cozy Monday, cozy Tuesday, I can do that. Cozy Saturday started like that. So I can do that. But if I had none of these interests and I was just into writing, and right now, writing hasn't really gotten me that much far in life, right? So if I didn't had these interests, it would have affected me badly, really badly, if I didn't had any of these interests. So I believe that you need to have other things to play with, to have fun with, or just find other hobbies. You just don't need one thing. Don't focus on just one thing. This is what I believe. Yes, there are people who masters this one thing. Do master one thing. Can totally I'm totally with you. But don't just spend all your time on that one thing. Have other things to do. And those people who say only focus on one thing and don't do anything, people have said that to me, okay? So I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. So those people who are like, only focus on one thing and don't focus on anything else and don't do that and don't do this, don't go down that road. Don't go do that. Don't go down that road. Anyways, I wanted to start the video with this thing because I've been feeling it since 2-3 weeks that I wanted to talk about it with someone. And that's why I started talking about it with you guys today. Even though Coach Saturday started last week. But here's the thing. If I didn't watched all those YouTubers, I wouldn't have realized that there's nothing wrong with me. It's not me who can't pay attention or who's not good enough to master one thing. Yes, I haven't mastered one thing, but I can do all of these other things. And let me just say another benefit of having interest in different things. I love history, right? And I research a lot about history. I also like crime things, original crime. So what happened to me? I also love real crime and everything. And if I'm talking to someone who likes to talk about crime, documentaries and stuff and crime series or books or whatever. I can hold a conversation with them. Another person enters the room who's into history. I can have a conversation with them. Another person enters the room who's into astronomy. Yes, I'm not really that into it, but I can hold a conversation. I know enough because I did got this interest for a while. So I know enough to hold a conversation with that person. All right? So in this way, I'm not like really like I don't know anything. It would be enough for me to start this conversation, and then because this is that person's passion, learn more from them. Get it? Because it won't be zero for me. I'm still learning more. And even if you don't know anything about that thing, and there are a lot of topics, like I said, economy, accounting, I don't know anything about that. There are a lot of topics that you don't know anything about it. So if actually I don't know, thanks to my father, I know a little bit about accounting and stuff, but not that much. But there are people who would tell you something, who would give you some knowledge or something that you didn't know anything about. What are you doing then? What would you do? Oh, don't start speaking. I'm only supposed to put my mind to one thing. I cannot afford all this knowledge. You're not going to do that, right? This is just stupid. This is plain stupid. You're not going to do that. Anyways, I've spent 11 minutes talking about this. It was just supposed to be a starter because I wanted to share this thing, as like I said, I didn't want anyone else to feel like, even if one person realized that there's nothing wrong with them, just like I did, it would be really better. I would feel better. Anyways, another part that I wanted to talk about is the second part of the second point is I was watching a video again of the Vigilist, and it was a long time ago, but there was this clip that came in front of me from that video, and it talked about how not to let anyone make a joke out of you, because how badly it would affect you in the longer run. Because sometimes people would start like, oh, she used that word dumb, like you're so dumb, and then you'd be like, oh yeah, right, I'm so dumb, and then people would be like, "Yeah, forget it, she's so dumb." So the first time the joke is made, be like, why would you say that? This is what the wizard said, and that made me realize actually something happened to me a week ago, and there were two people who were joking about something that they used to joke about a lot. And this time I was like, why didn't I say this? Like, why do you feel like that about me? Because I have enabled these people to make a joke out of me. I have enabled them to do that. And now, even if I feel bad, they'd be like, oh my god, you're getting so rude. Get rude. I don't care. Even though I'm telling you do this, but I'm not doing it myself. But if this happens again, this video is not like me teaching you something. This video is about growing with me. I'm doing this so that I can grow myself along with you, whoever's watching it and whoever's decide to grow with me. Because it's not like, don't let people make a joke out of you. It's not gonna end well. Because right now you'd be like, oh, okay, haha, yeah, I'm not that mean, yeah, I'm not that hard to be with. Why? Be a hard person to be around. It doesn't matter. Don't sacrifice your mental health for someone else's little laugh. Don't sacrifice it. I've been through this many times in my life, and now I cannot tell that person, because if I tell them you're literally bullying me, I'm not laughing with you. You are literally bullying me right now. If I say this right now, oh my god, what has happened to you? Why are you so. This is word we use over here, and it's called chirchiri. Why are you so chirchiri? Why do you get mad so easily? Why do you think you can make fun of me? Who allowed you to make fun of me? When you started doing that, I was a kid. Yes, I didn't know better. But even as a kid, you started making fun of me, even though you were the adults. Why do we allow them? We think, oh, they're the adults. Ah, ha, ha. Look at that kid. Ah, ha, ha. Do you have any idea if that kid really thinks it's funny? It's not funny. I'm not something you can make fun of. So these are the things that from the starter you have to put a stop to. Like, I'm not, don't be rude. I'm just saying that. Don't be rude. Okay? I'm not teaching you to be rude, to be mean. Yes, I didn't realize that that's why I was named chirchiri, rude, mean. But don't be rude. But do set your boundaries. Don't behave badly with others. I'm not saying that you have to behave badly with others. But if you think that someone's breaking your boundaries, someone's not respecting your boundaries, respecting your limits, then do remind them that this is not okay. Because if you do not do that, it's going to affect you. They're going to have a laugh and move on. But every time they see you, they're going to do the same thing to have a laugh because you have showed them that you're a weak target. You're not a weak target. I'm not a weak target. Why did I allow them to talk to me that way? And the reason why I'm making this video is because if I talk to you right now, remember when I said I'll try to focus on those things? I have had a big change in my life after the video. So I hope that after this video, I can have the same change in my life. And I hope it can change someone else's life as well. One, there's nothing wrong with having many interests or just going against the society's norm, because everything the society is saying that this is how it should be, it's not always right. I'm saying career wise, sometimes sometimes you have to listen to the society. Like, you cannot go stealing things and doing crimes just because society is saying it's wrong. Don't do that. But one, like, sometimes the society would just be listening to their old ideas and old thoughts. And second, don't let people push your boundaries. Don't be a joke to others. Don't allow them to make a joke out of you. Because right now you're just doing this to be accepted. Yes, I'm saying it. Because I just allowed them to do this just to be accepted. I allowed them to make fun of me. I allowed them to make jokes out of me. But it's not gonna end well for you because they're still not going to respect you. Yes, they would allow you to sit with them, that's all. That's all they're gonna do. Either it's family or friends, they're all gonna do that. So don't allow them to play with your mental health. That's all for today. I hope I didn't say anything that could be taken in a wrong way. I hope I could get my message across well. I really hope that. I would be signing off. It was me, Dure or the cook with a cozy Saturday, even though it wasn't really cozy this time. But I tried to like really connect with you guys on this topic that I wanted to talk about for a really long time. And bye. Love you.